Well, hi, I'm done. Why? Well, watch this. Well, this is my shuttle bug, officially known as a 2011 Hyundai Elantra. This is this 1.8 liter dual overhead cam 16 valve fuel injected engine that generates a whopping 140 horsepower. This happened to it once, and then this about 2 months ago. This will be the second wheel I've had to replace on this car due to a pothole. These are the wires I had to fix after a mouse chewed through them. This mess is my back seat. Had to put a new water heater in. Water heater rode in here. I didn't have a pickup truck back then, okay? That's my towing hitch that was recommended not to put on the car because it's not meant for towing. This is a trailer I towed with it. I towed with it a total of 4 times. It's been sitting here ever since for about 3 years. Why? I used to tow my lawnmower to my daughter's during shutdown back when COVID was around 2020. I mowed her grass 4 times and she fired me. So I didn't have to take my lawnmower with her anymore. And in all fairness to my daughter, she was getting her unemployment like everybody else was doing back then. And she felt guilty because she used to hire somebody to do her yard who worked for himself to mow her grass. And I was coming over and doing it for free. And she said, okay, thanks a lot, Dad. I don't want you over here anymore. That way she could pay $40 a week to this guy. Sorry, that's a little off topic. Anyway, then there's that little scratch right there. I found a concrete abutment sticking out in the parking lot during a rainstorm. Cut the corner too short. It's been 10 years now. I probably should get that fixed. Well, last week, my little shuttle bug was sick and I couldn't drive it. Why? Because of that. My steering wheel. What was wrong with it? Here's a video to show you. Now, my car has power steering. It only does that whenever the car is on and running. If it's turned off, it doesn't do that clunking or clicking. And one unique aspect of my power steering is that it's electric! Hey, my fellow and fellette boomers, remember that dance? Maybe not so much because it's electric, but because it's Hyundai's first iteration of an electric type of a power steering. They're not the only ones that use electric power steering nowadays, but it's quite uncommon back in 2011. Now, electric power steering is quite fascinating, actually. Here's a 12-minute video I found on YouTube where a guy is using his toothbrush to explain how they work.
Now today we're going to be taking a look at the steering system on the Toyota Prius. Now the Prius uses an electric power steering system, so we're going to remove the steering column to see what's inside and how it works. Now if we look underneath the steering column with all the plastic panels removed, you can follow the steering column all the way down to this unit over here. Down over here you can see where the steering column is going to join to the steering rack, which is going to send its inputs out to the tie rods to actually turn the wheels. I've already done another video on how electric power steering systems work for a rack-mounted EPS motor, so you want to click the link above to see how the EPS motor. So it's set up a little bit different. Now taking a look at the steering column setup here, you can see of course we've got our steering wheel airbag. It's fully encased in grease. Alright, I found this old sock lying in my brother's laundry. Let's just use it here to wipe off all of this grease so you can take a closer look.
You did what with your brother's sock? So, for my not knowing exactly what was wrong with my car, what did I do? I hit YouTube again. It has the answers to everything, you know. And it appeared this thing right here is the root to my problem. I just had to find a new one. So I went down to my local Hyundai dealership, went to the parts department, walked in and seen the gentleman, and told him I needed a steering coupling for a 2011 Elantra. It took him virtually 2 seconds to walk back there, get one, come back, and gave it to me for free. His young co-worker further explained to me that years ago, before they knew about this part, they were having to replace entire steering columns in cars. I took that home, and a few days later I went to work on it. Look at this mess. The steering column. There it is. What a freaking mess. There's that bad coupling. There's the motor. Just a bunch of tacky plastic. Look at that. Despite what I said earlier, I had to dig all this out and clean it out. I didn't do a how-to video since there's plenty of others on YouTube on that. Here I go, off to the races. No more clunk. The banging back there is my tailpipe up against my hitch. I put on. Hey, if I wanted to put it on there with it not making noise, I should have hired a professional. Anyway, so the YouTube video said that I should have been able to do this repair in an hour to an hour and a half. It took me 3 days. Why? Well, I took little bites at it here and there until I finally got done. No big hurry. Done. Bye. Now I'm back to having pickup trucks filling my rear view mirrors, so all is normal.